Hi, today I'm in the library. I wanted to talk to you about a good way to study the Torah. You don't have to do it, but it's a good way of studying the Torah. Anyway, it's always a good idea to go to your local public library and just go through the shelves. And libraries generally are a good place to escape from the world. They're generally quieter. The city and your highway. They're free. They offer you a chance to walk a little bit, get out of your home, take a walk, bike. You can go to the library if you have one nearby available if you're lucky. So I just came downtown here and it's escape from the city outside. It's very hot outside, and here in the library they got air conditioning, but it's and good. Also the city is very noisy, and by comparison the library is quiet, even though there might be ambience noises, people talking a little bit, but students bumbling around like the bumblebees. But that's good for me. That's something nice. It's the life. I'm going to show you just a little bit what I've done here for my study of the Tarot, and you can do it also. I don't know if it will make you a better reader or not, but it doesn't hurt you. It does not hurt you to have a little bit more of information under your sleeve. Sometimes the archaic information is not relevant, but if you're more informed, you can have more connections, and you can start seeing the archetypes or the cards in a different way. So since the Tarot is so wide and universal, walking down the aisles of the library of the different categories of the collections, you can find many things related to the Tarot. For example, I was walking down the aisle of economics. I found this little book. It's written by Nicholas Copernicus, and it's a treatise about the money, about the coin, about currency. So I immediately thought about the suit of coins. So if you want to know more about the suit of coins, you can pick a book related. And I didn't know it existed. I didn't know it existed about the invention of coins and where they come from, right? So you can just read a little bit. You don't need to read the whole book. You don't need to read this book, but in your exercise, you can go to your own library and find a book that catches your attention and that you can relate it to the Tarot. So something interesting, Copernicus here says that money or coin, sometimes it's worth more than the actual material or gold that it's made from, because of the stamp of the mint, right? Or of the mint, the seal, right? That you stamp the material with, and it gives it another value. So that gives you a little bit of information about the suit of coins. You see the coin there, the pentacle in other suits, but it's been stamped. It's not just the gold, but it's the action of an authority on it of a public consensus of the prince or of the kingdom that has stamped on it, and it's a guarantee. So when you see the suit of coins, you're not only seeing the material, and you're also seeing the stamp. It's just some food for thought that will inform you on a little bit of the tarot, and it'll make maybe not only the practice or your readings better, but it'll it'll open doors for you. The tarot opens doors for you into knowledge, into reflection. The tarot can open for you a whole universe and give you an excuse to research and to plunge into such richness. Another book I just came across just by going on now, in this case, this time through the philosophy shelves. And I found this book, which is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, very famous Roman emperor, and this book is very fashionable nowadays because of the Stoicism. Stoicism is a branch of philosophy that is very au courant right now because it teaches you to be strong and be a man in the face of adversity that you have to face living in this world, right? So it's very fashionable now, and it's very popular right now. Stoicism with all the alpha males. But anyway, this book is older than the fashion, and it's been fashionable for a real long time, and it was written by an emperor, so this will relate to the emperor card from the tarot. So if you were studying the emperor card and you want to know what an emperor thinks, for instance, or what an emperor does, how this character is, you can pick up a book like this, written by probably one of the best known emperors in history, and you can check out what he says. And next time the emperor card pops out, instead of just going through the meaning and saying the emperor means stability or execution, but just as an empty meaning, you already maybe have a couple of quotes from the mouth or the pen of the emperor himself, and will inform you better. He says here, for example, I'm just reading, it says, what is not convenient for the beehive, it is also not convenient for the bee. I think he wrote it for himself, actually. It was just his diary. But now we can study it. So it's a book I would recommend if you want to know the card of the emperor. And so forth with each of the arcana of the cards. If you want to know more about the card of the moon, you can maybe get a NASA book on the moon landings, and you can learn a few things about the moon, right? You can go, if you want to know more about the sun card, you can also go through the astronomy section, if you have one, or science section in your library. And I say library, not just Google it. You can Google it and it's fine. You can download PDFs, you can watch videos, and it's all legitimate sources of knowledge, podcasts. But also going to the library, just feeling the paper, watching the books, which one catches your attention is just very, very, so great. I will show you just another example of a book that I picked based on a tarot card, one of the major arcana, just caught my eye. Okay, this book here is it's on the Final Judgment, which is a work by Michelangelo on the site of the Sistine Chapel in Rome, right now in the Vatican. And this is just a book devoted to this particular painting or mural that or fresco that he painted about, which is called the Final Judgment, from the story from the Bible, um, from the Apocalypse, right? But so that's where the Judgment card comes from in the tarot, right? From the that's why it's called Judgment. And you can see here some of the detail, the angel with the trumpet. That's reminiscent of the tarot card, right? And this is it. This is it. What Michelangelo painted. So you can see here the angels appearing in a cloud, and here people coming from the gravestone coming up. So in the tarot card, this same image is represented, only not so grandiosely, but much more simplified, because the cards were just wood blocks, or lithographs, and they were much simpler. They were just plain cards. But here it says here there are some predecessors to the Michelangelo painting. This was from before. This is, I think, from the 1200s. So these are representations of the Final Judgment. We can see here the things going on. Look at this one here. This is from the 1400s or 1500s. Look at this angel with the trumpet. But look at this flag here. Look at this one here. Same flag. Isn't this the same flag that is on the Judgment card by Pamela Coleman Smith and the Rider-Waite? Isn't it? And here the people coming from the grave and being awoken by the angels. This is like the card, only it's a little bit more complicated. But it's the same. Here, another one, same idea. Here again, same idea from the end of the 1400s. And anyway, and then it carries on with the book. And then you can read about the symbologies and why did Michelangelo did it, and about Inferno and, the angels and everything. And you can spend a good while reading and informing yourself. And it's the tarot that has opened the book or the door for you to more knowledge. And after, checking this book out and letting it sip into you, it's not only about the tarot, but now you have spent a good while. You have done no harm to yourself by just enriching yourself, nurturing your brain, feeding your brain with good art. And it's all because of the tarot, or with, a good book on philosophy, because of the tarot, because of the emperor, or a book on economics or history by Copernicus, all because you wanted to know about the suit of coins, right? Or this other book, the final I'll show today here, is about costume history of clothes or garments. And this is a beautiful book by Taschen, and here they have clothes from all over the world, from different cultures. As you can see, they look almost like tarot cards too. Look at these vignettes from all over. And here, look, Europe, 400 to 1800. So this is exactly the medieval age, even, well, a little bit more. But here, and you can see some of the vignettes. These clothes, they kind of look maybe like the ones you can find in the tarot cards. Look at these representations of the saints or of the kings, maybe, of the clothing. Look at this knight here. Couldn't he be in a tarot card? This knight over here. What is this? Is that a plain card he has there? Is that the Ace of Hearts? I don't know. Look at it. Is this the Pope from the High Priest card, or from the Pope card from the Marseille? Does it look like that? Look at this procession. Look at all the clothing. Look at these Look at these guys here. Um, are they on their graves? Doesn't this look a little bit like the Four of Swords in the Pamela Coleman Smith Rider-Waite tarot deck? Doesn't that look like that image? Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this rich? And look at all the text you can read and inform yourself about. And like I said before, it's not that like you're going to maybe use any of this in your readings or your interpretations if somebody is asking about their own life, about like, but does knowing that this guy used this shield help you to know in a reading that you're doing for a client or for a friend or for yourself? Maybe not, knowing that there's different kinds of helmets, or how does that help you? Maybe not much. Look at all these kings. Or maybe it does help you. But it just gives you, well, it just can't hurt you, can it? To know more, to spend a couple of hours looking at these beautiful images, traveling to the past. And it's page after page, and it's for free. Look at all these knights here with their pages, maybe. And then, and you can maybe get a better hold of what a knight is, what he does. All the symbols, how they used to live. Well, it's very rich. So that's it for today. Next time I might show you more. Next time I might show you a few other books that I find here and that I use in my research for the tarot cards, for just my general knowledge. And I encourage you to do the same and have a great time. And of course, here with me, in my bag, I always have it handy. You know what's in here? Maybe use your divinatory powers to know what is in here. I'll give you a hint. It has 78. There's 78 of something in here.